only going to add to the energy of the fight. I loved how Tyson Fury's last couple of fights against Deontay Wilder, it was an all-out assault. He wanted to just put the heat directly on Deontay Wilder. I'm hoping he brings that same energy, because one thing you know about Dillian Whyte, he's not going to run away from you. He's going to want to stand there, and he's want to go to war, and that's what we want to see. And I just think the styles clash beautifully for this fight, and I think it's going to be an upset. I think somehow Dillian Whyte is going to find a way to land that big left hook. You know, I know the bookies don't give him a shot. I know most people here, there's only 2 people out of 20 that gave him a shot, but I think that's his advantage.
Dillian Whyte's a coward. No bottle, no guts.
Going on, guys? The weigh-in's excuse me. The weigh-in's starting in about 5 minutes. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe.
I come to a lot of tickets because you know I needed to build up the support, and when you come from the hood, people from the hood ain't got money. You say to people, oh, the ticket's £60, everything, huh? That's my whole shopping for the week. So I'll be like, okay, cool, I know you a long time, here's a couple of tickets, you know what I mean? So I don't know. You know, I've done a lot of things so the people in my community and try and bring people who never been to fights and never want to come to fights because they can't afford it, or they're not that way inclined, they don't want to go out, or they don't want to, you know, I've given tickets to them, I've comped tickets, and I've been comping a lot of tickets my whole career. I comp, even up until the big fights, I still go back and drop tickets to the boxing club, drop tickets to here, drop tickets in the barber shop. I mean, just try and bring the people out, try and inspire some of the kids and stuff. So I don't know, maybe a couple £100, maybe.
remember those 2 back-to-back fights at the Camden Centre when you were changing in that same changing room as your opponents.
Yeah.
And Friday night to Friday night. That just seems like it belongs in the 1940s, not 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny because I thought Thomas Mazurek, talking about low payday, I thought Thomas Mazurek, I never had enough money to pay him. A friend of mine gave me 500 quid. He gave me 500 quid. And I need 300 for Thomas Mazurek. I gave him 300. And then the fight was a hard fight.
Yeah.
Hurt him to the body, and then I gave him an extra 100 quid to buy a bottle of whiskey after. I said, oh bro, I said, listen, thank you very much. I'll come in and fight me short notice, blah blah. Paid him, then I said, you know, here's 100 quid, get a bottle of whiskey, you know what I mean, just to take the edge off, you know. So that's probably end up with 100 quid that night.
Oh, that's beautiful. Even
and I gave it to my son the next day. So, yeah.
Showtime!
About the first Wilder fight. Now, from my understanding, you weren't keen on that fight happening. You didn't think he was in shape, or you know, he was in shape, but he wasn't quite ready to take on the heaviest hitter in boxing. Happy that it happened now?
These things have to happen in life to bring us where we are today. But I knew Tyson was nowhere near ready for that. Then I'd be ready to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Stupidness. He just lost 8 to 9 stone in as many months, and he's taking on the hardest puncher in the world. You know, it could have went sadly wrong. That one fight, this may have never took place. I could have been feeding my son off a silver spoon for the rest of his life in a wheelchair. That's what I was worried about. He's been very lucky, he's been blessed, you know, but that had to happen to bring us where we are today. It's in the past, but it was terrifying for me. I don't even want to go back to it, tell you the truth, it was that horrible. You know, and at the end of the day, young people think they know everything. I've lived a long time, and I know if the weight's not right, they concentrate on looks more than strength and power. And you could drop him down to 15 stone, he'd look no different, but he'd be weak as a rabbit.
What's going on?
I know.
Yo, how do you feel about Big John Fury? He is a character, but like sometimes it's just like, bro, you're a little bit too extra, you know? A little bit too extra. What's going on here? 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A beautiful Friday here on outside of sunny, violent Philadelphia. I'm T Street Controversy with Fight View 360. Tomorrow, the big one. It's here. Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte, WBC Ring Magazine Champion of the World, will be crowned. Undercard. Excuse me. But you know, I mean, we kind of look at them. Look at the birds. But you know, it was kind of to be expected. What is Tyson Fury supposed to be making? What is it? What's the purses again? What's the purse split? Put it down below in the chat. Let me check real quick. I guess I should have had that pulled up on the screen. We do know that Dillian Whyte's making a career high $8 million that he wasn't too happy about. But nonetheless, he did show up to fight week, so you know, people didn't think he was going to make it to the fight. But he wouldn't have had that. He wouldn't have passed up on all that money. What's going on, Ricky? Let me see what's going on, chat. How you guys doing? What's going on? MAW, whatever that means. What's going on, Patrick? Ignorant boxing, of course. 30 mil for Fury. Thanks, Waffle. 30 mil for Fury and 8 mil for Whyte. Now, you know, I mean, I get it. And wasn't it some talk that he had a better deal on the table, but he let it go, but it went the purse bid? Like, well, he could have actually got pay-per-view points. But 8 million quid, that's a lot to leave on the table. You know, that's a lot to leave on the table. You know, so he would have been a fucking idiot not to show up. You see what I'm saying? But here in the States, let me tell you something. This fight is going to flop so hard. This fight is going to flop hard in the States. Here, you know what really brings my piss to a boil? Let me tell you, my piss has been boiling. Let me tell you. Why over in the UK, you guys paying 25 quid, right? What is it, 24.95 over in the UK? But over here, they charging us $70 for this shit. $70 US, where our gas is $4 a gallon. Like, bro, they are out of control. They lost their fucking mind. Like, sometimes it's just like, all right, listen, I'm all for supporting the sport and shit, but sometimes you're just taking the piss. Like, you know, like what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then the undercard, like, you know, let me pull this shit up. Like, in the undercard, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have the fight on TV and I'm gonna be doing food prep. I don't know what I'm cooking tomorrow though, because I'm gonna watch the undercard, but there's nothing really of note to cover on the undercard outside of Tommy Fury, who shows shades of Golovkin. You know? Like, let me tell you, that's some bullshit. Like, that's a smack in our face. Like, they smacking the shit out of us, bro. Like, they out of control for that mess. It's like, all right, listen, it's a lot of foolishness in boxing. We had Spence Ugas last week, fucking Mick Zarafa on pay-per-view here versus Isaac Hartman on Wednesday. We got this, all right, Frank. You know what? I don't see how they call him fish eyes. I just don't see it.
You're feeling heading into this one? It's the big one, right?
It's exciting. This is exciting. John and I were talking earlier. This is stuff that dreams are made of. You know,
by the way, this is live.
In Europe, it's phenomenal. I mean, look at these people just showing up for the weigh-in. Tomorrow night is going to be phenomenal. It's a great fight. On paper, it's a great fight, and it will be a great fight. Styles make fights, and these two absolute gladiators, Styles.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
To turn it into something special.
And on that, Frank, I mean, the styles do mesh so well. Stylistically, there may not be a better fight in the heavyweight division. What do you think?
Well, I agree with you on that. I think they do gel, and they do. You know, you look at what's Dillian got to do. Dillian to win this fight, he's got to get past Tyson's jab. He's got to close him down.
They lost their fucking minds, bro. Look at this.
If he's coming forward to unload. You know that plays in my opinion, plays into Tyson's hands. And if he stands off him, he's not going to outbox him. I can't see that. So for Dillian, he's got to put everything on the line, and I'm sure he will.
Would you agree with that, John?
Absolutely. If he can pull it off, but we've trained for that. We've never left. Everything we think he can bring, we've trained for. That's why Jarrell Miller was in at 23 stone for that job. You know, we've trained for that as much as anything else. Tyson's got so many gears now in his locker. You'll see. You know, we've got every angle covered. We know he's going to come from the bell. He's got no other choice but to try and smother Tyson and keep working away. But you know what? Footwork, strength, skill, we've worked on it all. You'll see. Frank, this man, unless he gets extremely lucky, can't beat Tyson Fury.
I mean, obviously, I fancy Tyson. I'm in Tyson's camp, and I think he will prevail in a. But I think they will get in the trenches, because one thing Tyson does, he's the type of guy. If he does get clipped, he'll stand and trade with him. He don't get on his bike. He don't. You see when he got the floor.
You're right, but I've addressed that and all.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what he does, and you've seen him do that against against Dillian Whyte. We got off the floor when I thought it was over at first fight. He got off the floor and took the fight to him, and by the end of the round was on top.
Like I say, you know, we trained for all of that. I said, look, if you do happen to get caught, just stay focused, whatever happens, you know, and just, well, I'm not going to say because I'm not giving game plans away, but it's been 8 weeks of training this, what he's got to do. It's all right talking about it, but you've got to do it in there Saturday night.
Practice. Yeah.
You've got to do it, you've got to put all them plans we've made into action. But you know something, you're going to see the best Tyson Fury, not just because I've been in the camp, because I've been nobody. Sugar Hill's had the main charge, but you know, he's my son. This is my life, Frank, Dev. You know, we want to come away with them belts, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? I'm not a silly man in this fight game. I watched the sparring from ringside, and on it, hang on, there's a mistake there. Let's address that. Everything what I see him coming at, because I've studied him on the videos, I know what he's going to come with. We've addressed it and we've worked on it. Let's just see. You know, we can't do any more. The work's been done.
I do have a bit of an unease about this fight, and that if it was the end, it would be by knockout from Dillian Whyte.
Tomorrow's going to come upon us, and 94,000 people are going to be sitting there. The atmosphere is going to be electric. These guys are going to walk to the ring. It's going to be like something else. Get into that ring, and then they're going to put on such a great fight for the fans. I'm convinced of that.
What are you expecting from the weigh-in today? When they go face-to-face, I mean, at the press conference, Tyson gave him a little tickle. It was quite good-mannered. John and Dean had a bit of...
My bad. I didn't know I was muted. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's early. It's early. I know. Tell me I'm muted. Thank you. I'm sorry. Sorry. Well, anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Well, basically, what I was saying was they could have gave us something. You know, they could have gave us like Anthony Yard or just something. You know, where's Zalani Tite? Is he still around, kicking around about somewhere? Or how about Bradley Skeet? You know, what happened to those fighters? Like, I'm not really feeling this undercard, bros. You know? I mean, I got to be honest. Like, I'm looking at it. The only person on the undercard I'm interested in is Tommy Fury. And if he gets beat up, you know, because he's supposed to show shades of Golovkin. But if Dillian Whyte were to win, I have an uneasy feeling that Dillian Whyte would win by knockout. You know, and that it would be some epic ass shit like, damn, Wilder couldn't knock him out, but Dillian Whyte did. I don't see Dillian Whyte being able to have the boxing ability to be able to outbox Tyson Fury. I think I'm in a popular opinion with that. But I do feel that he can give Fury some pressure and be the best pressure fighter, power puncher that Tyson Fury has ever faced. I think that's logical. And if you look at it, win or loss, Dillian Whyte has arguably the best resume in heavyweight boxing right now. Number 2 would be Anthony Joshua. Number 3 would probably be Wilder. My opinion. I will have to look at it. You see what I'm saying? But Dillian Whyte is no slouch. I've always been a huge supporter. You know, so I'm finally glad that he got his chance. Oh, here in the States, this thing is gonna flop. This thing is gonna flop hard. In the States, I'll be surprised if they can pull out 30,000 pay-per-view buys. Don't nobody know who Dillian Whyte is. And Tyson Fury, yeah, he has something known, but they're not treating this like if it was an American-based pay-per-view. For example, let me turn to ESPN right now. I should pull it up on my desktop. ESPN. I want to see if they have, like, in the corner of the bottom ticker, they usually will have, like, pay-per-view this weekend, you know? Like, I haven't seen any real promotion here in the States. And they're charging us premium pay-per-view fight. Oh, yeah, it is. It's on the bottom of the Sports Center. If you turn to Sports Center now on ESP, it says right there you can buy Fury Whyte, but it hasn't been like no real buzz. And then Dillian Whyte has done no U.S. promotion for the fight, no stateside promotion. The B side, you know, the other fighter in a pay-per-view has done no major stateside promotion, or I haven't seen it. He hasn't been on ESPN. You know how much it would have helped him to be on ESPN? I don't know if it's because ESPN didn't call him or you know, like whatever. You know, but it's like, bro, like, you know, you on American pay-per-view. Like Dillian Whyte is on American pay-per-view. You know how many UK boxers or international boxers would kill for that? So I don't know, man. I'm just a little, you know, I'm a little untethered, I guess, about this whole pay-per-view shit going on here. Because remember, like I said, I don't know how many pay-per-views. I've had to pay for at least 3 pay-per-views in like the last maybe month or so. And then we got Canelo versus Bivol May the 7th. Mayweather, if you're into that degenerate shit, he's got a pay-per-view May the 14th. You know, and then you have Tank Davis versus Romero, who's got a pay-per-view on May the 28th. And then June, there's going to be a pay-per-view, God knows who. July, we may be seeing Luis Ortiz, fucking Angel Ruiz on pay-per-view. August, you know, maybe Errol Spence, you know, Terrence Crawford, August, September, October or so. Like every month, basically every month, we got a pay-per-view. And it's like, and 2 in May. Like, it's like, you motherfuckers are out of control now. Like, these Americans are out of control. You know, with all these pay-per-views. By the way, this is the live feed for the weigh-in. The fighters are about to start stepping on the scale now. But my opinion, who do I have winning? I have Tyson Fury by very tough, unanimous decision, and probably his toughest fight of his career. Well, of course, Deontay Wilder was tough. But yeah, this is some bullshit. Y'all, oh yeah, how do you guys think this is going to do over in the UK? Y'all think this will do 1 million pay-per-view buys over there? I think this is going to be a pretty successful UK pay-per-view, from what I know about UK boxing. It does have buzz behind it. It's just that the undercard is just so, you know, like they could have really, you know, like had like more appeal if fans were like, oh yeah, you got Fury Whyte and you got this on the undercard. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see that shit. Where's that? I want to see that shit fight. Like we don't have one. You know, the only real like fight of note, you know, and you just want to see, you know, how good he is and if he's gonna get knocked out one day, Mr. Love Island here, Tommy Fury. TNT, you know, versus a guy with no box rec picture. Now that's bad news. And then look at his resume. You may think, right, you know, to the untrained eye, you would be like, yo, he's 10-1 though. He's 10-1. You might say like, he only got two KOs, but he's 10-1. But then you go look at that 10-1 and see like 11-37, 18-8, 2-12, 14-20, 17-44, 6-26, 1-18. Mate, what the fuck? You know, like what? Come on. Oh, he's 1-24 now. You know, like, come on. You know, don't fucking try to spit on my cupcake. Tell me it's fucking frosting. $69.99 over here. $69.99 over here. And then if you don't have ESPN, I have ESPN Plus, but apparently if you don't have ESPN Plus, you got to pay more than $69.99. So really, this pay-per-view is like $80. These motherfuckers smoking rock. They smoking crack cocaine. The crack cocaine epidemic is back. It's no more fentanyl. They using crack. They brought that shit back. That's what they're doing. You know? But yeah, what's going on with you guys? How you guys doing? Curious T, why ever so many pay-per-views? Well, because the reason why I feel there's so many pay-per-views is the market is fucked up. And it's oversaturated. You got too many fighters who you can never really say, and I don't like talking about fighters' money, but it is true from an economic standpoint in boxing. You have too many fighters who are guaranteed too much money that the promoters can't pay them. So therefore they say, listen, we're going to put you on pay-per-view. Sell yourself. You know, the people are going to buy it. Like, you know? And it started with PBC. The Zone came in and fucked things up big time. And now you got these fighters who are promised all this money where the pay-per-views and their star power don't generate the money that they were promised in making, you know? And they try to force it off on the people and be like, you know, let the people buy that shit. And motherfuckers not buying that shit. Fans are in open rebellion. Fans have been rebelling like straight for like a whole fucking what? It's been about at least 3 years where you see fans more and more like telling promoters if they post some shit, or, you know, especially Leonard L will be like, ha. They'll post right under when he say, you know, Tank Davis is the pay-per-view star. Fans like, yo, I'm streaming that shit 3 times. Like, I'm streaming that fucking fight. Like, fans are openly saying, like, I'm not paying for none of that shit. Remember how the dude had, I don't know if you heard the story about how the dude had trolled Triller and told them, like, yo, I'm streaming your fucking fight. And they tried to take him to court and then lost. Like, bro. Like, that streaming shit, it's, you know, they're not putting together cards that are big enough to offset the streaming. You see what I'm saying? To where people say, you know what, I'm going to buy this shit. I want to see this shit, you know, on my DVR in high definition. Not clicking through all these fucking little Xboxes. You know, trying to click and shit. There's some shit open up for Bet Sport, telling you to bet some shit. Or you know, nah. You know? Nah. And it's like me, you know, it is okay. Yes, I am media, and it's certain shit that they don't like us telling you. But I'm gonna tell you, like, listen, these motherfuckers out of control for putting this shit for $70. I would have been cool, but I know better. I know they're not gonna change the pay-per-view price, but I would have been cool if they would have been like, all right, you know what, Fury Whyte, a special midday afternoon pay-per-view. We'll give it to you for $50. $50. But they saying 70. And then Bob Bammer's on the record talking about how pay-per-views, midday pay-per-views, don't sell here in the States, and they try to stay away from them. Like, bro, out of control. Like, out of control. Like, out of control. Like, out of control. Because it's like, yo, I can't sell this to the people. I can't be like, yo, you know, this is a cracking pay-per-view card, mates. You know, oh, this motherfucker. I do not like this motherfucker right here. Like, I think this is some weird shit. How do you take somebody's whole name and you're not even that? Oh, man, let's listen to this bullshit. That's Dean Whyte. But guess what? I forgot what his real name is, but his name is not Dean Whyte. He's just like some super fan. Like, bro, that Dillian Whyte adopted.
But it ended with a handshake, it ended with a cheer from the crowd. Absolutely. It's all respect, right?
Listen, one thing in the world, if you don't get respect, it's disrespect. That's what I always say. It's either respect someone or they just disrespect. As far as I'm concerned, we show the respect. It's cool. I didn't have nothing. I've always seen him and seen this man. I've always been respectful, irrespective of what you might something you say in interviews. That's by the by. It's entertainment business. We can't go into emotional factors. When you see someone and they give you the respect in front of them, you got to take it for that. That's how I deal with things. Anything other than that, I come here, you had a little shake about, but then we gave a little, and it's a man. So as man to men, you deal with men and give credit and respect where it is. The boys done it on the stand the other day. We done it here today, and the fans done it. And this is the most important thing.
I don't know, man. This guy gives me the creeps.
So be grateful and have great pride in squashing things either by what Dillian and Tyson's going to do on Saturday, trying to get the title, or being amicable and just saying
that's his fucking name, Lamar,
or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's all good.
Is it all good, John?
As I'm concerned, it's all good in the hood.
In the hood. Goddamn.
I'm trying to put a bit of Brixton chat in there.
Come on. John's the hoodman from the other ends.
The only fighting you need is in the ring. End of story.
Absolutely. Where they're getting paid big money.
That's right. It's about them, not anybody else.
Absolutely, and I agree with that totally. So it's not really about me or him, but sometimes things happen and it goes that way. I think I saw an interview, he said emotions was there and he kind of sensed something. There wasn't actually nothing going on, mind you, but it's down to interpretation, so it's fine. I wasn't even mad because, like I said, that's his son. I said to him, that's your dad, I get it, but you got what I'm trying to say.
The only thing is, like I'm saying, he's a big dude. Pushing security all over like school.
No, it wasn't.
I'll tell you the
I was actually hold on now you crossed the line. Hold on one second. I could get the security guys, because what happened is I came forward, I said, excuse me, and then he said, Dean, we got to wait a minute. The guys behind me, I was with a lot of guys, they tried to push. I said, no, let's wait, because this has been going good. I don't want you lot pushing and causing.
Yeah, both of these dudes are cringe.
We've mobbed up people. Once everyone starts pushing, it goes left. I didn't say what. When the guys are there, and I said, listen, and then the security said, I'll let Dean through, but the ones at the front didn't hear him. So what was happening? I said, listen to that guy, he's calling. Then he turned around and he said, oh yeah, he can come through because Dillian was calling. I did not push none of those guys at the front. But anyway,
exactly. If you got a son, you'll do the same thing, no doubt.
I got my sons are 28, both of them, big boys.
When they weigh in, There's only going to be them up there anyway, so it's cool.
And when they fight tomorrow, it will be only them up there also.
He got two 28-year-old sons. How old is this motherfucker? So he's an old-ass man taking other people's names?
Dillian Whyte wins.
This is all wrong, baby.
Look,
this is all
it's
wrong.
It's going to be a hell of a fight. For me, listen, I'm a boxing fan first and foremost. Tyson Fury, very skillful fighter. I'm a fan of Tyson Fury because I'm a fan of boxing. He's done great stuff for the sport of boxing. Tomorrow, I just feel it's Dillian's time. Dillian's waited a hell of a long time. One thing, and Tyson knows because we've knew them a long time with Peter and all those boys from Belgium, Manchester, all over, all over the place, and we've linked them. Tyson used to come.
Let me find out this dude is like fucking 52, and he like old enough to be Dillian Whyte pop, but then he took his name. This is some weird shit here. He said he got two 28-year-old sons. How the hell that happened?
Both guys know each other. It's selling the fight and doing stuff. The fight's been sold. There's nothing. There don't need to be any disrespect or shadowing. And I was so happy Tyson and both guys done that because it showed the pride in what this is. They know who they are. They know who they are. They're fighting guys. But yet again, going back to what we were saying, Dillian, it is his moment. It is his time. I just feel like he's in a great place. He didn't have to go through the mental battles with Tyson Fury, one of his charismatic, charming talker that could charm the pants on someone fucking way back there by the words he does. So he didn't have to go through that and endure the mental fatigue, because mental fatigue is worse than physical fatigue as far as I'm concerned. So I think he done a great job. We bypassed that. Saturday night, both guys are going to go and do what they do. The man who makes the best adjustments and does what it is going to be victorious. But God willing, both guys are going to come out safe and come back to other families well, and they're going to be paid well, coming from where we are, my guy. And that's the most important thing for me.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to see him and John Fury fight. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck how old John Fury is. I want to see them fight.
There's clearly respect there. But I'd still like you to tell Dean why Tyson wins.
What up, Mikey?
Listen, you know, both men's got to be on their A game. If Tyson not 100%, he'll get beat. Simple as that. You know, his brother's a good kid. You know, we know him. We know his history. He's got a set on him. He's going to come to fight. He's going to bring it to Tyson. You know, but like I say, we've trained for the best.
Dylan is not his brother, man. Stop saying that. It's not his brother.
We've trained for one far superior to that, which is on an eye. You know, and the kid's a good fighter. You know, he's here, give him respect, which Tyson did, didn't he?
Absolutely.
You know, there's no winners and no losers in the press conference. What they did, it was a breath of fresh air in the press conference, you know, to give people an insight to see the real characters on both people. You know, they go back a long way, these guys, 2010-11, they stated it there. And I think, in my own opinion, you can correct me if I'm wrong, pal, they're saying in one of us minds, let's not bother shoving about here, let's leave it till Saturday night and may the best man win. And good, you know what, whoever's victorious.
Well, John is on his best behavior.
The beers are all on the winner. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'll just echo that. And it is that because I think when it's all said and done, they're going to remember the time they shared together.
Absolutely.
I remember, you know, there was a friendship, a kinship. It's only because of boxing that made them rivals a little bit that they forgot that. Because as you see, they were smiling and jovial, tiggling, and that's quite nice. It was different. They didn't need to be kind of wankers to do it, sorry to be the word, and do you know what I mean? To sell it. They were just like, rah, old times. I remember you. You remember me.
His fucking play cousin.
Let's do it all in the ring. And even on the pitch, they were talking and they were like, you know what I mean? And it was nice. So for me,
all we can do, Frank, is let these two men battle it out in the ring, and it's a sport at the end of the day, isn't it? But listen, the paying public's the winners, aren't they? That's it.
What are you going to say?
What I'd say, Frank, there was one comment there that Dean made where I would like your reaction, because I'm not sure if you agree or not. Dean said that Dillian benefited really from not engaging in the mind games, no mental fatigue heading into Saturday, and he benefited from that. What do you think?
It's all irrelevant. All of it's irrelevant. They're going to wait and they're going to fight tomorrow. The rest of it doesn't mean a thing now. You know, we are where we are. We're going to get a good fight between the two of them. And we've all got opinions who will win. You know,
that's exactly what I was going to say. This was just my opinion. Dillian might think, and I think the fans, for me, as a fan, I would have liked to have seen it, but I understand what he done to Deontay Wilder in those fights. He smoked him in the end. He had to come with headphones because he couldn't handle the tongue lashing. So we know what the tongue does. It's mightier than they sword, they say, you know, because we've got to remember that.
So, all we're going to get a good fight tomorrow. Absolutely. And we've all got our opinions. And you don't mind. You know where we are with everyone.
What's that, Frank?
I said we've all got our opinions who's going to win.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
Look, Dean, we're going to let
let's
you go.
put it this way.
Go on.
He's going to support his kid.
course he is.
I'm going to support my son. And if you wasn't doing that, what kind of a man are you?
Exactly.
Hey,
That's
listen, that's what it's
what
about.
Why is he always yelling at us though?
Made the best Tyson win.
And make the best Dillian rock and roll. Listen, thank you very much,
Yes,
guys.
yes.
Anyway.
What is he, about 6'6", 6'7"? Dude is huge. That's like 6'7", like 320.
Yeah, you can leave us, Frank. You can leave us, Frank.
You sprung
He
that
makes me laugh, this Frank, you know. He was like a pig in a butcher shop there, so you. Oh, I got a laugh.
Fantastic. Well, look, we're gonna cut to. I caught up with Carl Frampton earlier, a man who John Fury knows very well, and let's see what he had to say about this fight. All good? Have a little break.
Up, there go BT with their famous sound issues. These motherfuckers, they might as well hire me. Look, no volume. Just cut to a whole mute interview. Well, anyway, once again, we're going to be here tomorrow, covering the fight, of course.
But have you caught eyes with John yet? I mean, last time you were around Wembley, I mean, you had your own sort of face-off.
No, not yet. David Hayes here, and he hates David Hayes more than me, so it should be all right.
Yeah, and look, if you do catch eyes, hopefully we capture it on camera as well.
Yeah.
Who's under more pressure in this fight? Tyson's the king, right? He's the one everyone's aiming for. Dillian's been waiting for so long. He used to call Tyson a coward, like, all the time.
Yeah.
Who's under more pressure?
Tyson, without doubt, because he's expected to win. People expect him to win. The bookies have him as a strong favourite. The public have him as a strong favourite. And with that brings its own pressure. I always thought when I was in fights that people, easy fights, so-called easy fights, that's when the pressure really comes and you have to perform. But it's not an easy fight. This is a tough fight. Dillian Whyte is really up for it. He's probably fighting with a bit of a chip on his shoulder. Feels like he hasn't been treated fairly throughout. Feels like he deserves a bit more money and all that. We know what everything that he's talking about, but Tyson certainly is the one under pressure just because people expect him to win.
Who do you feel like has got more miles on the clock? We've seen Dillian Whyte knocked out. We've seen him hurt in quite a few fights. Tyson Fury, we've seen him down, get back up, and he's taken on 3 fights with the...
I drank this chocolate milk. My stomach is fucked up. I might have to disappear for a little while. Or drop some kids off at the pool.
Good question.
Not as good as the nipple one.
No, you've asked me.
My stomach is bubbling.
On the best question.
Cheers, mate.
No, but yeah, it's a really good question. I don't know. Obviously, the 3 fights from Wilder were all pretty brutal and intense, and you don't need many of them in your career. Although Dillian Whyte was knocked out pretty spectacularly by Povetkin. He's been in 1 or 2 tough fights as well, but them 3 fights from Fury have taken a lot out of him. And someone mentioned it to me. I wonder, did he fight like he did against Wilder in the second and third fight because of the...
I'm going to pull up the Top Rank feed to see if they're doing anything special. Because I believe the whole Top Rank team is over there.
I don't know.
ESPN team.
It was a good point someone brought up to me, and I never thought about it, to be honest, but it's a valid point. Tomorrow, if I was Tyson Fury's coach, I'd be telling them, get up on your toes and try and outbox this guy. We may see him. He said he's going to stand and have a fight. So
Holy shit.
There's so many
Holy shit. Holy shit. The weigh-in's not starting for another fucking 30 minutes. They're not weighing in for another 30 minutes. What in the world? Oh, wait, no, wait, here we are, my bad. Oh, the main event weigh-in is in 30 minutes, my bad. Okay, all right, cool.
Of World Championship Boxing tomorrow at Wembley Stadium in London. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensbury in association with Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated.
Well, I'm going to disappear for a while.
32 Red, Foot Asylum,
I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Coinfield, and Arnold
Also,
Clark.
hey, I'm not doing this for my health. Take your time out. Like the video. All you got to do is click the button. It doesn't take that long. Come on, guys. You're better than this. You're better than this. I shouldn't have to ask you. But thanks for watching. I'll be back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to begin the weigh-in process with our undercard fighters. These two combatants competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round international featherweight contest. We will first welcome to the scale from Bucharest, Romania. He has 36 professional bouts to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the scale, Stefan Nicolai.
You know who I miss? The Cacace girls. I miss them. And did y'all notice over the years, like, why do PBC hate ring girls and, like, you know, somebody over there is homosexual. They hate women over there. They don't put on
127.4. 127.4 for Stefan Nicolai. And now we will welcome to the scale his opponent tomorrow night from Lisburn, Northern Ireland. He is undefeated with one win. That one win comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here
the card starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. The main event is going to be at about 5 p.m., 6 p.m. or so-ish.
What a chance for him. Big opportunity, right?
East Coast time.
Yeah, he's coming
129 pounds. 129 for Kurt Walker.
You see, this event will bring the best out of everybody because they know it's a big stage to be showcasing the skills on, you know, so everybody's going to bring their A game here. Look how fit these boys are, you know.
I wonder if Daniel Kinahan is there.
It's all feeling quite real now, John, you know. I mean, this place is packed to the rafters, and now the weigh-ins actually started. These fellas facing off.
The speed of light, isn't it?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 4-round international featherweight contest.
Damn, I gotta head directly to the city after this is over.
Walker kicks off the action.
Timing is all off.
Stadium.
I thought the weigh-in would have been ending by now.
See the Olympic tattoo.
This is somewhat of a late weigh-in for a UK fight.
To make a statement. Handshakes at the end there. I wonder if there'll be handshakes again with Tyson and Dillian Whyte.
That remains to be seen, Deb, doesn't it? The excitement's growing, I know that, 'cause I just don't, I can't tell.
Yeah, that's Big John Fury.
You said before, you don't know what.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a...
Yeah, I saw that, Mikey. I got a video coming on that sometime, probably tomorrow, if not Sunday.
First to the scale,
I've been doing all the research.
From Poland. His professional record, 2 wins,
such a
11
big
defeats.
opportunity for
One
these guys,
of his
honestly.
2 wins comes by way of
about the pressure, though,
knockout.
that comes
Let's
with that,
welcome
John?
to
I
the
mean,
scale,
will they rise to it, some of these guys, or is there a danger that some of these fellas could wilt under the pressure with all those people there?
There's every chance of it, Dev, you know.
Here's the card, by the way. Who are you guys looking forward to besides the main event? Where the hardcore's at?
This is a daunting task on its own for most fighters, you know. But if the men who can enjoy and soak it all up go to the next step. The ones who can't, what can you say? It's not for them. Even though they're going to try, but you know what?
And here is how much it is here in the States on pay-per-view, $70. Bastards.
Look at this, Michael Siach really soaking it in. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Next to the scale, from Chatham, Kent, England. He had a stellar amateur career, becoming a 2018
Great ovation here for Karol Atama.
And now as a professional is undefeated.
Olympic youth gold medalist.
His 6 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Karol Atama.
Tremendous ovation here for Karol Atama.
Yeah, amazing physique. Yeah. You know, he ticks all the box build-wise, you know, and what I've seen of him. I haven't seen much of him, but he looks very, very good, this kid.
Yeah, again, with this guy, it's really his mentality. You're talking about how mentality...
This is what you need. He looks to have it all, Dev, doesn't he?
He ticks a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
We spoke to him earlier on in the week as well. I think you had a word with him saying
I
about...
did.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how big he was for a light heavyweight. You know, he looks a man 14.5 stone, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he's a big
You know, but
guy.
listen, a big strong boy, fast hands.
Yeah.
And if he's got a mindset to match, well, who knows where he can go.
Only 21 years old, Carol Atama. Part of the appetisers.
Magnificent to see.
Yeah, just look at the box rec of the opponents. Look at the opponents. 0-10, 2-11, 3-31. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh Lord, forgive me for that. Okay, you got a 10-1 right here, but we already looked at his resume. 9-8.
We can't wait. I wonder if we'll see a handshake here.
And then you got these blokes. All right, cool.
That's two. Why not, Dev? 2 out of 2 so far. In
There
terms
you
of
go.
handshakes. There we go.
Won't speak too soon, but hey.
We continue the weigh-in process. Our next 2 combatants competing tomorrow night in a...
Like, this is the type of card like where you really don't have to watch the undercard.
First to the scale, fighting out of Swindon.
Like, you can just like chill and just go do other stuff until the main event.
I believe he's got a media.
And my degenerate ass gonna be here from 2 p.m. watching all of this shit. I'm a low down when it comes to boxing. I'm talking all this trash now, but I'm gonna buy the fight and I'm gonna watch the whole daggone card.
Everybody's got to make a living, Dev, haven't they?
I'm a fucking low down. And I'm probably gonna cover more than 2 fights on this joint.
We've seen one journeyman
Scraping the barrel
opponent so far who's really soaked it in. Look, they won't get onto a bigger stage than what they're doing now.
No.
You can see they're taking in every single moment.
The thing is, a journeyman now, even a journeyman's going to raise his game. Yeah. You know, tomorrow night, journeyman's going to be hard to beat all of a sudden because they all want to impress. Because a night like this could change.
Listen to that Big John shilling for the journeyman, the journeyman advocate.
Great ovation here, Washington Barney Smith.
With one victory. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Royston Barney Smith.
Yeah, my black ass gonna be right here sitting watching all this shit in disgust, bitching and complaining. I'm gonna be watching it.
In good shape again, you know. So
32 pounds, 132.
he's in good shape.
Royston Barney Smith.
Marvelous stellar amateur career.
You know
for a
what,
young
though?
kid at 18.
Bob Bierman top rank hands aren't clean. They could have loaned out some fighters for the undercard.
Do big things.
Well, that's it. It's going to be about when that man strength comes.
But this is Queensbury's promotion. This is Frank Warren's promotion. But they could have lent out some fighters, bro. They should have looked at this shit and said, you know what, Frank, we're gonna help you out, brother. We're gonna throw you something. Because this some bullshit. And yeah, it's in Wembley too. In front of 94,000. These motherfuckers are monsters. They gonna fuck Wembley up. Tyson Fury fans are known for being drunks. Not all of them Irish travelers. I'm not, you know, remember, I'm half black, half Irish, and half full-blooded El Chicano, Mexicano male. So trust me, like, you know, you're my people. But like, you know, we have a reputation, us Irish, of, you know, going to events and getting drunk and fighting and shit. You know? Pissing in the hallways. Whole arena smell like piss. You think I forgot? I heard all that shit. What card was that where they fucked the arena up bad? It ran to like real late at night. I think it was Tyson Fury versus Zachary, right? Where it was like, yo, that was the worst fans ever. Like they trashed the whole arena. Pissing blood and bodily fluids everywhere. Drunk all the beer.
Plenty more to come here at Box Park, Wembley. We're live across the Queensbury YouTube channel, social media channels. If you're joining us via TalkSport, you're very welcome. I hope you're enjoying what you're watching. So many here have packed out Box Park, Wembley today. And the main event will be up very, very soon. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte will take...
Hey, how dare you? You can't tell me what to be. It's 2022. I identify as whatever I want to identify as. And plus, I'm more than the average man. So you need to grow up, or I'll get your ass canceled. Don't fuck around with me, man.
It's good to see Thomas Treiber back again. Yes. He was there right at the beginning of Tyson's career, his pro debut. Good to see him back on the job, you know. Amazing.
Yeah, I remember he did his first fight back in 2000.
Stateside, the card starts at 2 p.m. The main event is going to be about going to start between 5 and 6 p.m. depending. But sometimes Frank Warren cards can run late, so you never know. And it seemed like the worse the undercard, the longer it goes. All fights go to full distance.
He's come back a lot more experienced than when he went, I'll show you. But he's very good at his job, isn't he? Very good.
Well, the heavyweights are about to join us now. I would imagine we're about to see Big D. David Adelaide will be on there very shortly. I know you're a fan of that guy.
I am indeed, yeah. You know, he's improved every spar he's had.
And that's for Eastern time. I'm on the East Coast.
He's dedicated. He's never late for anything, and he wants it. And that's a rare thing in a young heavyweight. Chris Healy. I know the other lad from Stockport, though.
Yeah.
He's an hard lad, yeah. He won't go over easy. He's got a fight in his hands as
Look,
David.
that's how my body's shaped. They just pulled a guy that looks like me off the street.
Yeah.
That's my body.
Again.
I done let myself go. I'm a fat ass now, bro. I'm a gluttonous pig.
It's a big thumbs up from Big John Fury. I'm telling you, they're soaking it in, John.
That's how I'm built.
Tell you, don't look at the way he's built. He can fight.
Well, look, I think boxing fans should know better.
Big, strong man.
Okay, I'm not that bad, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I got some tits on me.
Knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is David, the chosen one, Adelaide.
The chosen one there playing up to the crowd.
He's superbly conditioned, though, David.
Yeah,
he's done his work. That's why he's at ease.
Supposedly him right here, David Adelaide, he's supposed to be one to watch, but apparently his last fight or a previous fight he didn't do well in and basically got a gift from my understanding. Can somebody fill me in?
I can't fault this young man. I think he's going to be a great heavyweight in the future, and he's a nice guy.
203 pounds and 6 ounces.
Go on, David Adelaide. Go on, son.
John, with David, we've heard so much over the last.
And yes, he's worked in Tyson Fury's camp for some time.
Good God. Well, if they think he's small, go to Specsavers, isn't it?
Go to Specsavers indeed.
He's well up for it, David, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he loves it. Oh, he's one. Have you heard about the tattoo he's got on his arm?
Yeah.
He's manifested this moment.
I think I want to make the chat smaller. It seems like it takes up too much of the screen. I don't like that.
He'll give his all, Chris. You know what? This will be a good fight. You know, and it's a stiff test for David.
Whoops, my bad.
So Chris Healy could be one of those guys with.
Oh Lord, hold on. I messed up. Copy and paste. Hold on.
He's a 10-round man. He's a 10-round fella. He's been 10.
All right, there we go.
He stays at one pace, but he's there for 10 rounds, and he's a big, strong boy. So there you go. Anything can happen.
No, he looks in good condition, though. David Adelaide, it's
absolutely
a big night for him. And look, again, about that tattoo. Do you believe in this sort of stuff? He had it tattooed on his arm, Wembley Stadium, and he's manifested it, and he's fighting there on Saturday night.
He's going to remember it for all his life, isn't it? It's on his leg. You wouldn't forget it anyway, but he's making sure no one forgets it, including himself, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's done. Tattoos are there for a remembrance, aren't they? And when you want it, look at it.
What do you think's going through Tyson's head right now? Tyson's now moments away from weighing in. He doesn't have to make any weights or anything. What do you think he's thinking?
Tyson's just in fight mode now. He's switched over now. He's in fight mode. The nice guy Tyson's gone out the window now. He's just tunnel vision and getting the job done. And I know he's biting it. He can't wait to get there.
Yeah, them guys can drink a keg of beer and go about their day, no issues. Like, that's like culture. Like, if you can't drink and hold it, you're a man. You're not a man.
And this is the man that you picked, right?
Yep.
Why did you pick him?
You ever hear about how much beer Andre the Giant used to drink and then just go out there and wrestle and just be trashed?
Listen, to get 10 wins where he's from, you got to be able to fight.
Is this the dude Tommy Fury fighting? They trying to hype up?
Yeah, tall and rangy. He's there. He won't be. Tommy won't have to go looking for this kid.
Uh-oh. What do y'all feel about Tommy Fury? What do you feel about him?
He's bang on the weight limit. What you want to see, John?
Yep. That shows you he's there and he's come for a go.
From Manchester, England.
Here he comes.
Undefeated with 7 wins. 4 of his 7 wins come by way of knockout.
No, he would drink like multiple cases in like one sitting, like, you know. Like Andre the Giant used to get drunk, and just drunk. But yeah, it's some people that can just drink beer all day. Like it's a cultural thing. Like they say, you know, like the stereotype of like how Russians always be drunk.
A fine fella. Don't worry, Dave. I've had the DNA test on this one.
But I do know, like, especially in the Irish traveler community, I did learn like drinking, that's your culture. It's like you can't drink no beer by the time you fucking 12. You know, if you can't drink a case, then you a soft ass. And you all gotta know how to fight. Women too. Y'all gotta, all of them. Don't fight no gypsy, bro. They will whoop your ass. And the gypsy women, they will, listen. You ever watch My Gypsy Wedding? Probably not. I watch trash TV like that. But them motherfuckers throw down.
But let me tell you, he's a fit boy, ain't he? Tyson can do everything he can do and more.
Like they like the gypsies are like, I don't know if you ever went to like a mixed school, like where you was in school with Hispanics. So I went to a school where it was like black and Puerto Ricans. And we knew, everybody knew, do not mess with the Puerto Rican young girls that had all the makeup and shit. Like, 'cause they had like the brothers, bro. Like, and they'll fuck you up. Like all, like they had like the makeup, make him look like a ghost. But then they had like the big red lipstick, big hoop earrings. Don't fuck with them. They'll claw your eyes out.
What, the height difference there, John? Was that part of the thinking? Are you gonna
listen, the kid, he's a
yeah, I know about the Roman, the Romany gypsies and the gorgers.
That's what we need. And Tommy's a
don't be a gorger. They don't like you.
That's why I picked him. You know, because he's ideal to test Tommy.
Yeah, I be watching that trash shit.
I'll tell you that now. You know, if he beats
I love me some trash TV.
You know, I really will. But the test is
90 Day Fiance and shit. Love after lockup. For my man.
Do you feel as though he needs to put on a big explosive performance, not just, you know, because of the stage it is, but also...
I know. We pulled up his resume.
This Jake Paul fight. We all want to see it, right? He needs to keep that alive.
Let me tell you, this fellow that's come here beat Jake Paul. Don't worry about him. But let me just tell you.
Yeah, the Puerto Rican women do always got
Tommy knows what's at stake here. But what you can't do is put too much pressure on a kid at 22 years old.
Here's the dude Tommy Fury's fighting.
He knows what he's got to do. He's on.
See anything in the resume you like?
At the end of the day, if he can't beat the
11-37, 2-12, 14-20, 17-44, 6-26. And look at this bloke right here. He was 1-18, but now bam, 1-24.
Get things wrong very many times, Dev. If he wasn't up to it, I wouldn't have him doing it. He's a lovely looking kid. There's other work. He needs easier spots than boxing.
Yeah, they got two shows. It's Love Before Lockup and it's Love After Lockup. Love is when like these not too intelligent women expect to change some jailhouse motherfucker. And it always goes wrong. And then Love After Lockup is when like the jailhouse person get out and they try to like reintroduce them to society and they just go back. Pretty wild show.
I'm living with him. And if I tell him he can do it, he knows he can.
He is undefeated with 14 wins. 7 of his 14 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here
I didn't start getting girls until I was like fucking damn near in college. Like I was an awkward motherfuckers with the girls. The girls used to always love me because I used to have like really good hair. Now I'm a bald fat man now. But, you know, I just was always awkward.
You said that you sort of sensed the fighter in him. You could tell he was a fighting man.
Nick Ball's going to bring it. Isaac's in an hard fight here. You know, and at the end of the day, fair props to
Then
both
once I
boys.
got to college,
It's going to be
ooh,
probably
Lord
the fight
have
of the night.
mercy.
It's a 50-50 match. Nick Ball's a
I was
proud young man. He's
destroying.
strong,
I was destroying
He's short, awkward, and stocky. And you know he's just going to keep firing away.
stalkers
there.
and
He
shit.
poses a problem to Isaac.
Been stalking the shit out of me, man.
Yeah, there's a reason why a lot of people are saying this could be fight of the night. This one makes it
Absolutely,
on the show.
I'm looking forward to it.
He hails from Morecambe, England. He has a professional record consisting of 21 wins, just 1 defeat, 3 draws, 6 of his wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is...
Yeah, I saw the Mike Tyson video. That's what that dumb motherfucker gets. Some people just play too many games, man.
Ovation here for Isaac Lowe. Once again,
That's what that dumb motherfucker get. Like, how do you piss off Mike Tyson? Like, what is wrong with you? You deserve everything. You know, that's like a worst nightmare of mine. Like pissing off Mike Tyson and you see him. Imagine, right? You see Mike Tyson coming at you, and you just a regular ass person. Like, bro, I'm just gonna fall to the ground. I'm just gonna fall and be like, Mike, no, please, no. You fucking with Mike Tyson on a plane, bro. Fucking 30,000 feet in the air. Like, you're outrageous.
Isaac's a warrior. He's not called a Westgate warrior for nothing. This kid loves the tear up. You know, he can box, but he gets dragged into a warfare fight and he can't help it.
And I think the reports are that Mike like hit him like once in the face, but for the most part he was body beating him. You know, like try not to leave no like marks and shit. So imagine Mike holding you down and just punching you in the chest. Like, oh God, no.
And for my money, he was in with the best featherweight in the world that night. And you watch. I've said it first. That guy now who beat Isaacson, who needs him club. These other guys don't want him.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 10-round contest, and it will be for the vacant WBC Silver Featherweight Championship.
Yeah, man, let me tell you something. I've had 3 stalkers in my life. I don't know what be wrong with these women. Like, yo, just let me leave. Like, what is wrong with you? Go get another man. God. Like, bro. Sleeping outside of my house and shit. You know? But yeah, I'm not proud of it. Like, I look back now on all the dumb shit I did. I was a notorious cheater. Like, I didn't give a fuck. And you know what? I used to always get caught in the most stupid ass ways. Like having like the woman leaving her extra toothbrush in my house and shit like that. All pink toothbrush.
I guess it's the emotions, they sort of boil over a little bit.
Like shit like that.
Sometimes you get that at these face-offs.
There's a lot at stake, Dev. Both men want it.
Or the worst one yet, I'll tell y'all, like a girl,
Isaac, you know, he don't lost his record 'cause it's-
she like left like her women product like in my trash can, and another girl found it. Like, bro, like, I was a wild dude, in my younger years.
It's the one who's got the best engine and the will to win who's going to get this.
There's Nick Ball there.
But if I was in his corner, I'd be saying box Nick Ball.
And you know, when you young, like you reckless. Like I was a reckless dude, reckless. But Lord knows I learned not to cheat again. I learned. I learned. Like, I'm still paying for it today. Shit.
We are building up here at Box Park.
But anyway, back to boxing.
Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte will be on the scales very shortly.
The weigh-in of our co-main event and main event will be coming up shortly.
Why are they bullshitting around with this way and they can get this over with? Go to the city.
10 minutes.
Yeah, I was always a charismatic dude. I was a bartender for 10 years. So it's like you can't be no bartender and not get like, you know, no girls, or you a sorry ass dude. You a sorry ass motherfucker.
So busy. There's so many people here. It's gathering steam here, John.
So it was a revolving door. And that shit almost ruined my life. Like, bro, like dealing with a lot of women at one time, having to manage all those emotions and all those periods, bro, that shit ain't no joke. And then you gotta have sex with them all, because what happens is they'll be like, oh, you ain't had sex with me in 2 days. Who you fucking? So after a while, your fucking dick be great fall off. It's like, bro, I can't keep up. Shit, you know? One time, I was getting like threats. Like, you know, don't leave your car outside your house. You know, don't be surprised if you end up shot up and dead. It's like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, why would you say something like that to me? Like, yo. So yeah, they don't talk about how you always hear about in relationships how like when a woman leaves a man and they say the man is the most dangerous, but you hardly ever hear about how like dangerous women are when a man wants to leave the relationship. And especially if he's married, what do you always hear? You hear them say, a man say, listen, you know, I want to divorce you. I don't want to be, you know, I'm going to move out. And what does the woman say? You'll never see your kids again. Like, bro, what the fuck the kids got to do with it? You know, we need more awareness on that.
If he thinks and believes in himself that much, fight Tommy. It's a fair fight. Fight Tommy.
But yeah, it be some women that just don't be wanting to let you go. Like, that shit's weird, man. It's like, let me go. Go get you another man. Like, and they hate that shit. They don't like when you tell them go find somebody else. Because they know you done. It's like, listen, I don't want your pussy. Go give it to somebody else. They can have it.
I'll speak my mind and the truth to my truthful man.
I don't want it.
Very clever young man. Done very well in his life. You know, but other boxer, he's yet to prove himself. He's got to fight proper fighting men. You know, Tyrone Woodley, an old fella, you know, past his best. He don't really do it for me. I'm a boxing purist. You know, I'm not saying he can't do it. He can fight, but there's levels to this game. And he'll know that when he steps in with Tommy or another pro boxer that's had professional fights. He'll find out the difference.
I gotta leave here. I actually have a meeting with the Department of Human Services today.
Absolutely.
I'm really I have really gained so much momentum in my advocacy group. For those who are interested, I'm on the verge of starting a nonprofit for fathers who are in high conflict custody disputes. It's called Fathers Against Abuse. I purchased the domains. I pretty much got my logos down. I've been keeping things really, really tight and close to the chest. Something I'm very passionate about, because it's like, you know, we're in a time where we're in an epidemic of fathers not being in their children's lives. And when you see how much crime is going on here in the States, in America, you have to wonder how, you know, how it can be different if we strived to keep both parents in the home, and more importantly the fathers, and not make it so difficult for them to be in their children's lives. Crazy shit.
He's as good as it gets out there.
Well, yeah, it's Kronk versus Kronk.
I gotta be honest with you, from experience, our fathers, especially our black men, you know, but in general, fathers in general, they get. Let me tell you something. They get sodomized in family court. You know, especially if you don't know what you're doing. You know, like judges love taking advantage. And then if it's a dirty lawyer on the other side, like they just try to bury you. Like I've been through it all. I've seen it all. And now, for the first time in my life, in my custody dispute, I'm in full control of my career. I mean, like my case. And now I'm suing everybody. And now all of a sudden they keep pushing all my court dates back. You know, but it is what it is at this point. You know, I was warning people for years. They thought I was bullshitting. And now that shit hit the fan, you know. So that's why, you know, I'm always in good spirits these days, and, you know, I'm back covering boxing because I'm in control of everything now.
Tell us, John, about this,
and I have, like, so much free time. You know, I've paid, in the last 3 years, about $30,000 in lawyer fees. Since November, since September of 2021, about 13,000. Along with since September of 2021, $7,500 in child support. So I've been pumping out money. But now, you know, I'm suing everybody for compensation. Because the shit shouldn't have went on that long. And they tried to falsely arrest me. They tried to like they tried to have me locked up. Had me go to woman beater classes and just shit. These motherfuckers are wild for some shit I didn't even do. So it's like, nah, I want my money back. Like, nah, you motherfuckers, y'all done went too fucking far now. I'm suing the shit out of everybody. Oh, they got Jimmy Lennon, the classy one. All right, so we know the main event is here now. How can you spill the beans? Well, no, because I'm in litigation, you know, and they're watching all my shit, so I can't really talk about as much as I would like to. I'm going to when it's all over. But yeah, I'm suing the city of Philadelphia for, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now judges are running scared, like, you know, recusing themselves and shit, if you know what that means. So now all of a sudden, you know, I'm lawyered up. Don't nobody want to hear me. You know, they fucked up my boxing career. Put my shit on hold.
What's the mood been like with Tyson this week then, John? Is it just the same?
This is a horrible pay-per-view card. I do love the main event, though. Also, you know, what happens if Dillian Whyte loses? Look how long it took him to get a title shot. It's going to be a long road back. Because what's supposed to happen is the winner of this. Well, if it's safe to say that if Fury wins, there's no rematch. He's going to go on and try to fight the winner of Usyk Joshua 2. That's what will be taking place in July, and then we can see in a perfect world Fury or Joshua Fury versus Usyk by the end of the year. Me personally, I'm really interested in Fury versus Usyk over Fury Joshua. You know, I think Fury Joshua is just not. It just doesn't cut it for me anymore. They are drawing out this way, and they're pissing me off because I got to get out of here. But they're about to come out now. You can see the main event. They're about to do the co-feature in the main event, or the chief support. That is the Ring Magazine belt, man. What are you talking about? Slide encounter? How dare you? That is the Ring Magazine belt, bro. Did y'all hear about Oscar De La Hoya? Oh, no, that ain't the fucking Ring Magazine. My bad, Slide encounter. You were right. That's what I get for not knowing what the fuck I was talking about.
I said something to Dillian Whyte yesterday. Actually, it was Wednesday. And I said, look, if he wins this fight, obviously he's backing himself to win. Oh, yeah. If he wins this fight, he's just beaten Tyson Fury. He's become the WBC.
I wasn't a fan of the WB situation on Wilder. By the way, since we're talking about it, down below in the description box is links to the WBC app powered by the Vive Network for Roku, Android, Apple. Right down below. Just because I am affiliated with the WBC, y'all know how I get down. We're going to still tell the truth. We don't like something, we don't like something. We're not shilling. Yeah, the main event weigh-in is not next. It's going to be the co-feature chief support. Who's this guy real quick? Let me show you who he is. This is the main event right here. Where's it at? Wait, where's it at? Who's is it this one? I don't know who these people are. Y'all know I don't know. So, you know, no disrespect to these fighters. I don't know who they are. But this is the co-feature. This is the chief support, the main undercard fight. Aku Esumen, 16-0 with 7 KOs. Jesus! What in the world? Oh my God, where's this mate's family? All that head trauma. See, this is what you find on these Frank Warren cards, bro. And they listen, bro. So this is this guy's resume, and he is fighting this guy. 21-2 with 9 KOs. Let's go. Well, I'm scared to look at his resume. I'm scared what I may find. Not too bad. Oh, they both fought the same dude. They both fought the same dude. Look, they both fought him. William Warburton. Bro, they are out of control. My Lord. They are out of control, bro, with this undercard. That's the co-feature, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, Oscar got a lawsuit for, I got to be very careful because YouTube, I was on probation for about 3 months from YouTube, where I was blacklisted. So they don't like when you talk about sex scandals on YouTube. But yeah, Oscar's got himself another sex deviant scandal going on. He's just a whole deviant. Let's put it this way, he stuck some things where they wasn't supposed to go against somebody's permission. Horrible stuff.
By Frank Warren for Queensbury Promotions in association with Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated. Well, fans, our co-main event of the evening is scheduled 12 rounds of boxing. It is for the British Boxing Board of Control, IBF European, and the Commonwealth
Welterweight. Correct, allegedly. But I gotta be honest. I've heard things that I've been learned about Oscar De La Hoya I wish I didn't know. But hey, take your time out. Like the video. Thanks a lot. We're not doing this for our health.
He has 9 wins coming by way of knockout from Bradford, England. Please welcome the southpaw contender, the challenger, Darren Tetley.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tyson Fury weighs in at 275. And Dillian Whyte weighs in. Let me see. Let me pull up the weights to see what they weighed their last fights.
Unknown quantity.
Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder weighed the heaviest of his career at 277 pounds. The heaviest of his career at 277 pounds. Dillian Whyte in his last fight against Povetkin weighed in at 247. The lowest he's been since he fought Derek Chisora in 2018. And 2017, Robert Helenius. When he fought Marouge Wach, he was 271. Povetkin in the first fight, 252.
12 ounces for the challenger, Darren Tetley.
He's in shape and he believes in himself.
The champion, undefeated 16-0 with 7 knockouts from Nottingham, England. Here is the undefeated Echo, the Engine Essuman.
I can't believe I've been streaming for 1 hour and 16 minutes. I thought we were only going to be here for a half an hour. I have to literally leave directly after this weigh-in is over. Head into trash-ass Philly. I hate fucking Philadelphia. And that's a strong word. I really hate Philadelphia. Like, that's a dirty, scummy city, and they wonder why they're always in the shit that they're in.
Well, look, at that time, people don't really do that to Chris Jenkins. That version of Chris Jenkins doesn't really get stopped. He did when he fought Echo Essuman, and he made a statement that night, and he'll be looking to do the same again on Saturday night.
Honestly, you know, he'll be knocking on world title doors soon, him. I know it's all late notice stuff for Tetley and all that, you know, but he's involved in good fights and whatnot. You know, he'll come and do the best he can, won't he?
Well, look, this is a fight that was meant to be happening next Friday.
Right.
It's a good thing that they are...
Yeah, we lost the fight.
Both in shape, both on the way.
What was it, Anthony Cacace? I don't know how to pronounce his name. And he was fighting Jonathan Romero, a fight that had some kind of, you know, like a little bit of appeal to it. So they pulled this fight from another card and put it on as the lead of the main event.
And they do raise the game on a night like this, you know, we're at tomorrow evening, 95,000. Well, he's having a bit to say. Confident.
European and Commonwealth Welterweight Championship, Echo Essuman versus Darren Tetley.
They're up for it.
There hasn't been any huge animosity in the build-up between these guys, but that was pretty intense. That was nose to nose. That was
in boxing, huh? How about this? How about that?
Being made.
Hit these 300 seconds.
That's got me even more excited.
Where you at?
That fight.
Now, how about you like that?
It's levels to this game, Dev.
Take that time out.
From Nottingham. You know, I just think he's a class act and he's got a lot of tools in his box, hasn't he? And wants it when he's in there. Wants it badly.
How dare you come into my boxing home talking that mess?
Got this new WBC belt up there, look.
Cacace? That's how you say it?
It's the heavyweight championship of the world.
Look at the WBC, always got some bullshit belt. All right, it's time. Let me shut up. We'll talk after the weigh-in. Y'all think Dillian Whyte gonna show up with a whole big-ass entourage on the stage? I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna have his gloves on. And Tyson Fury's probably gonna weigh in with a shirt.
Thousands of people. Incredible.
madness in it. You wouldn't think it'd be possible for a boxing match. You know, it's not like two mainstream football teams going at it. You know what I'm saying? It's a boxing match. You know, it's suppressed everything. It suppressed everything.
When the fight pretty much sold out within the first.
Yeah, let's do some weight predictions. I'm gonna say Fury. I'm gonna say Fury 278, maybe the highest of his career. And I'm gonna say Dillian Whyte is gonna come in at 245, which would be the lowest he's been since about 2015. 2016 before Dave Allen. He weighed in, Dillian Whyte, last fight he weighed in at just a little over 247. Tyson Fury weighed in at the heaviest of his career against Wilder at 277 pounds. Remember when he had returned from losing all that weight against Zachary, he had weighed in at 276. That's some pretty wild shit right there, bro. Y'all think Fury gonna drop some weight? Come in lighter? That is true. I think that it's in his best interest to come in lighter to move around. I don't think he should try the same strategy with Wilder because he always talked about how Wilder's legs were skinny, you know, and like he was saying, like he predicted, like, you know, I'm going to come at him like a Mack truck. I'm going to use all my weight and put all my weight on him. That's exactly what he said. So that was a strategy, but with Whyte, he needs to move. That's one thing about Fury is he don't get tired. Like he can still move and jab, but this time he don't want to take no chances with Dillian Whyte. Like keep him at the end of the jab.
Put no stock into what he said.
People can surmise all they want, but facts and fictions do different things. If I didn't think my son was up to 100%, he wouldn't be here. He'd been retired long ago. There's loads of fight left in Tyson Fury, loads.
Okay, we gotta hurry up. We're getting close. I gotta get the fuck out of here. You know what? Whatever happened to Dempsey Fury? Remember him? Whatever happened to him? I covered a couple Dempsey Fury fights. I really did. And I was like, okay, all right, this kid, cover this kid. You know? We ain't seen him since. I'm gonna pull him up on BoxRec real quick.
John Fury has his own fan base now. I mean, this is it now, John. You have become a public figure.
Here we go, my man Dempsey. Damn, Dempsey, look, he was 4-0, 0 KOs. What happened to him? He just called it quits, huh?
You know, it means so much to me, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know I'm only a dad, you know, but without me, that great athlete.
My man Dempsey. That's Dempsey right here. You know, it's like 100 of them motherfucking Furies.
It's nice to be like Tempted Dev. And I thank every one of them.
They're a whole clan.
Security in place now on the stage. I wonder if they'll be needed. I mean, I don't think there's going to be. Yeah, you say.
I hope not, but you never know.
You never know. That's it. I mean, look, I don't think there's going to be huge entourages. You're here with me
for the those special belts because they already pay a shit amount of fees for a fight of this nature. So they did WBC just make that belt and throw it in because they already making like, you know, so much money off of the event. I don't think they pay for those novelty belts. You know what? That's a good question. Who is Dempsey's dad? Isn't that Peter's son? Here they are right here with I think it may be Peter's son and Huey's brother. Remember, Peter Fury is the uncle of Tyson Fury. Him and Huey are cousins, and they've been kind of distant from each other, if you noticed, ever since the boar meat scandal. You know.
Championship of the world, brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensbury Promotions in association with Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated. Sponsored by.
Once again, take a time out, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We will be here covering the fight tomorrow and after, since it's the only main card we have tomorrow.
For the WBC and Lineal Heavyweight Championship of the World. First, we invite to the scale, the challenger from Brixton, London, England, the WBC interim heavyweight title holder. Here is the heavy-handed WBC #1 ranked contender, introducing the body snatcher, Dillian Whyte.
So far, one prediction is right. He got the gloves. He got the gloves. You know, boxing is the only sport in UFC, like, where you have grown men that look at other grown men's body and be like, yo, he looking good. He looking in real good shape.
253 pounds, 4 ounces. 253 pounds, 4 ounces for the challenger, the body snatcher, Dillian Whyte.
253. He weighed 252 1/4 for the first Povetkin fight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the scale at this time, the defending champion makes his return to the UK. The two-time world champion in his 5th world title appearance. Here is the undefeated, reigning and defending WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Thanks, Joe. Donnell, you free this evening? We need to chat, bro. I'm back full time. And I might be going out to New York next week for the final press conference for Serrano and Taylor. That's some novelty belt the WBC creates for their big fights. I forgot what they call it. I think it's the Freedom Belt? No, that's not the Freedom Belt. I forgot what they call it.
13 ounces. 263 pounds, 13 ounces for the defending champion, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
So he's 14 pounds lighter than he was when he fought. So basically, this is the lightest he's been since he fought Tom Schwartz when he weighed in at 263. So he's about 13 pounds lighter than he was when he fought when he fought Deontay Wilder last year. Okay, all right, guys. Ew. No, oh no, that's it. You know what? Now I think it's going to be a fix. Somebody going to take a flop.
There they
They're
are,
touching each other's tits.
It does not get any bigger than this. It's for the heavyweight championship of the world. WBC
Oh, no.
and lineal titles at stake. The #1 challenger, Dillian Whyte, the undefeated champion.
They're going to throw Dillian Whyte an extra $2 million to take a... They grabbing each other's tits. I can't take them seriously now.
ESPN Plus pay-per-view.
That's it. Oh, no. You know what? I smell shenanigans. There's going to be some shenanigans. That's it. We got shenanigans coming, ladies and gentlemen. Full-fledged shenanigans coming. That ruined the whole experience for me.
264. It's certainly under 19.
I'm disgusted. And I'm disappointed. I believe they slept together now. Tyson was right, and Dillian didn't want the truth to come out. They slept together. That's it. I can't. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, what? What? I want sanctions. I want sanctions. This is a sport. This is a dangerous sport. And they got to get in there and smash each other's faces tomorrow. And they're acting like they're going to a fucking dance hall show. They fucking raving and shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's it. Oh. I'm going to draft an email to somebody. It's a fucking party? Oh, that's it. I'm sending somebody a drafted email.
Tyson, you're making your return to the UK, defending your title. 94,000 fans in attendance. Do you have anything to say to your fans here today, watching in live and around the world as well?
You know what? You guys are fucking unbelievable! Come on, UK! I'm so happy to be back here fighting at Wembley Stadium. And you people made it happen. You all made it happen. Every one of you's made it happen. I just want to say a big shout out, respect to Dillian Whyte.
Fury KO inside of 3. I don't know, but let me shut up.
And we're going to give you a fucking real fight. Don't doubt us. We're going to put a show on like no other before. It's going to be a war. Don't worry about that.
Thank you so much to the defending world champion, the undefeated Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
I am disgusted. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. No, not one dosser in sight. This ain't cool. I don't know why I'm so deeply offended by that, but I am. Dancing and shit.
Well, Tyson Fury
grabbing each other's
spirits there, John.
Breast.
I mean, let's talk about what we just saw.
And bellies.
Very friendly. There was, to be honest, what I saw, I thought Dillian Whyte approached it to do a proper...
I don't give a fuck if they've known each other for years. Don't come in here with that crap.
Dillian started joking around.
I can be as irrational as I want to. It's my damn show. You call me, don't you call me a dipshit.
Seasoned vets, they've got history. But I'm telling you now, this is going to be one tear up this. I just hope Tyson keeps it and don't get...
I'll mess you up.
You know, I can see both men want it that bad. The calm before the storm, so to speak. It's amazing, aren't it? Lovely fans. Lovely.
Unbelievable scenes here. The crowd is singing Tyson Fury's name. John, just quickly, what do you make of the weights?
Yeah, it was right where he wanted to be. 263. He's on the right weight, you know, just below 8 at 19 stone, I believe. You know, he's right where we want to be. He'll come in on the night a few pounds every year.
Like this. I don't want you to hate each other and all that. I mean, even though I'll indulge in it. But it's like, bro, come on. Y'all fucking rubbing each other down and dancing.
Yeah, listen. He weighed in, I think, 19 stone 11 for one fight. You know, he's a stone lighter than that, you know, but he's right. But you can see he's trained hard. Take no heed of his physique. You know, we're all made like that. That kid is as fit as a butcher's dog and as strong as a lion.
For real, all it needed to do was fucking turn down the lights and get some glow sticks.
What sort of fight? We said that when Dillian Whyte takes to the scales, you'd sort of have a bit of an idea as to how he's going to fight. So what did you make of his weight and the shape that he was in?
Again, he's...
Oh, no. Oh, no. What in the world?
There they are, ladies and gentlemen. It does not get any bigger than this. It's for the
Why they do that to us?
Championship of the World, WBC and lineal titles at stake. The #1 challenger, Dillian Whyte. The undefeated champion, Tyson Fury.
Like, why did they do that to us? Like, talk about the disrespect, mate. There's that respect. There's that respect. That's what you do at a rave, right? Y'all have the glow sticks. That shit. They're like, that shit. I've been to a rave before.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen. It does not get any bigger than this. It's for the heavyweight championship of the world, WBC and lineal titles at stake. The #1 challenger, Dillian Whyte. the undefeated champion Tyson Fury, Wembley Stadium, live on BT Sport Box Office and ESPN Plus pay-per-view.
Oh, that music's definitely going to get me copyrighted. Boom.
264. It's certainly under 19.
Go on, Tyson, lad.
Look at this shit. Look. Motherfuckers. They ruined my immersion. I was immersed. They ruined it for me. They ruined my immersion.
11 pounds weight difference between the two guys, between the heavyweights. Tyson Fury lighter.
Unfortunately, guys, I got to get up out of here. I got to head into the city.
Heavier than the Otto Violin fight.
I may be streaming later on, though.
With Dillian Whyte.
And we can talk more about the fight. Oh, wait, let's listen to this Dillian Whyte interview. All right, we got to listen to this.
Dillian, you want to jump in the middle here, sir?
All right, yeah, we got to listen to this.
Of your life, biggest fight of your life. How you feeling after facing off with Tyson Fury?
I'm good. Tyson's the same guy I know from 8-10 years ago. It's the same guy. I'm the same guy now. I'm the same now as I was then. Benn was always cool. He said a few things to me, and then that kick-started this whole thing between him. But I respect him and respect me, and we're ready to do battle. And we're ready to do battle tomorrow. I'm here, ready to dust up and have it.
There was a bit of getting up on tiptoes, and then you went down like that. A bit of fun up there.
Yes.
I smell shenanigans.
He's taller than me anyways. He stood up, so I bent down. I'm not gonna fucking jump, am I?
You're not. Look, John's here. Look, this is quite a unique position here. This is Big John Fury.
Oh, I thought it was Steve Bunce.
John, anything you want to ask Dillian? Anything you'd like to ask Dillian?
Listen.
Did he say he just thought he was Buncey?
I'm sure he's coming to bring it. You know he's in good shape, 253. What more can you say? He's a big enough dude. Let's see, he's up against an extraordinary foe in Tyson Fury, my son. He's got it to do, he knows that. But listen, the boys have got history. You know, they've been gentlemen about it. What more can I say? Good luck to both men. No more, no less.
Yeah, of course, he's going to back his son. He's not going to come here and say anything else. You know, listen, me and Tyson's cool. We've always been cool, but I'm ready for fucking war. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Listen, I'm ready to go. He's ready to go, and we're going to... Listen, this fight's going to be a funny fight. It's going to be a good fight.
Tell us all finally, tell John, tell me, tell everyone watching how you're going to win on Saturday night and how you're going to beat Tyson Fury.
Tune in tomorrow and find out.
He said tune in tomorrow.
Find out.
That's right, tune in tomorrow and find out.
Tune in tomorrow and find out.
Tune in tomorrow. Listen, it's going to be a good fight. This is a fighting man. Tyson's a fighting man. Let these two giants collide, sort out today and enjoy the money. And shake hands afterwards and have a good day. That's all you can say.
That's right. That's right. I'm ready to go. Listen, I give as good as I get. I'm easy. You know me. Simple as that.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dillian. Best of luck to you tomorrow.
All right, guys, I do feel like dancing though now. Got the blood pumping, I guess. Why do they love that song over in the UK? I've seen so many fighters come out and be like, it's the rhythm of the night, oh yeah. Like, I hate that fucking song and that Sweet Caroline shit. Oh God, we gotta deal with that tomorrow too? Oh man. All right, guys. I'm going to be up out of here. Take your time out. Like the video, subscribe. Thanks for watching MT's True Controversy with Fight View 360. Remember, we're going to be here tomorrow streaming during the main event, doing live commentary, and then a post-fight video after. Thanks for watching MT's True Controversy with Fight View 360.